everyone. This is Dr. Lusia. I am the founder of a nonprofit called Ask a Pharmacist. I'm a pharmacist by training, but I also have a background in public health. I'm coming to you today with two important issues we should be thinking about in our African countries. The first one is medication safety. Most of our countries have a lot of access to medication. That's great. But the problem is sometimes it's a problem because we don't have anybody really regulating the safety aspect of the medication. That means someone can just walk into a pharmacy or just by the road and buy any medication and start taking it without any consideration to how the medication is going to affect their body. Is it the right medication for what they're suffering? What about drug-drug interactions with other things they're taking? How are they supposed to take this medication? Someone might actually drink the medication with beer for more than one reason. Maybe they have no access to water at that time, or they just don't know better. And alcohol a lot of times interacts with the way our body breaks down medication and causes a lot of side effects. This is an issue that we need to address. What are we going to do to make sure medication safety in our African countries is a priority? Another thing I want to highlight is pharmacogenomics. In lay terms, that's the study of how our genes affect drug response in our bodies. So if someone has cancer, for example, they get started on chemotherapy. Nobody knows how their body is going to react to that medication. They just try it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. They get a lot of side effects, but they have to switch to something else and try that anyways again. But with pharmacogenomics, it's simply a swab of your cheek and the lab will do some testing. With that information, it's easy to streamline and know what medication your genes will be receptive to. That eliminates a lot of extra costs that we encounter in healthcare. And it will also help with the safety aspect of you won't experience a lot of side effects from medication that's not going to work on your body anyways. And also it shortens the time to treatment because then you actually get a medication that your body will respond to. Pharmacogenomics is new in the diaspora as well, but I want to make sure our African countries don't get left behind, keeping our minds and our hands on this pulse in pharmacy right now. This is super important. So what are we going to do to make sure our African countries are not left behind the pharmacogenomics era? Ask a Pharmacist Africa is here to provide information and to provide help, to provide guidance, to work with a lot of other companies that are passionate about making sure the pharmacy world in African countries is thriving, it's safe, and is moving in the right direction in terms of new innovations. Let's make sure we take charge of our health. And that means educating ourselves on these topics, educating our family members on these topics, checking in with doctors when we have questions about different medications, checking in with our pharmacists, checking in with other healthcare professionals, asking the right questions, and making sure we are doing what we can to ensure safety for medications and also making sure we are taking the right therapy for different things. I'll give you just a quick example before I let you go. Cholesterol in our body is made at nighttime, so most cholesterol medications have to be taken right before bedtime. If someone does not know this information, they'll take the cholesterol medication at any time of the day. And so the medication ends up not working or not working properly because nobody took the time to explain it. These are some things I'm talking about. Access to this kind of information can be life-changing in our African communities. How are we going to help push this forward?
Just night Africa, 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 just night Africa.
If you liked what you just watched, please hit the subscribe button.